So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video we are going to be discussing the most wanted unreleased Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball GT figures. Now I tried to go over like on Tamashii Nation's Instagram and see like what figures people listed the most. I also asked, I put a post on my YouTube page, a post on my YouTube channel asking as well. I mean, I tried to look around and do a little research, and these characters here are the most I saw people saying that they wanted. And it's kind of crazy how some of these characters haven't been released in the line yet, and we're going on 10 years of them making SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures, and it's kind of ridiculous for a lot of them actually. Some of them it's not as ridiculous because Super just started, but like DBZ characters that they still haven't made yet, or Dragon Ball characters, it's kind of ridiculous, you know. So these, I kind of did like a top 10, but I do have a top 11, and then I have a few more that a lot of people have been wanting as well. So I'll mention the few, then we'll get to like the top main ones that I've seen the most of. So I noticed this a lot. We'll start off here with Ginetta. I think I pronounced his name right. Yeah, Ginetta. Ginetta is a character from one of the movies, Dragon Ball Fusion Reborn. That's the one Goku fights with Piccolo. He is a very cool looking villain. Personally, I didn't like the villain because he was kind of like he wasn't really in it that long, but he was very cool looking, and I think he would look dope in the SH Figuarts DBZ line, and a lot of people really want that figure to be made. I always see people commenting, and just see it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, a lot of people saying that they really want that figure. So it's kind of weird that they haven't really made too many movie characters, not counting the Resurrection F figures. I feel like that's more Super characters, even though they were basing it off Resurrection F, because Super, I don't think Super really started yet. And we got the Golden Frieza, and then we got the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. But the main like movie character that they did make was Broly, and they haven't made one since. And I think Broly released in 2014 in December, or was it 2015? I think it was 2014. That was years ago. Why haven't we gotten another movie character, you know? So Ginetta is one of them. Another one here, I'm going to mention a few of them. King Cold, Mecha Frieza, and Final Form Frieza 100% power when he's all big and buff. And the Ginyu Force, and also Imperfect Cell, his very first form. Those are a bunch of other ones a lot of people want in the line as well. And most of these, well, pretty much all of them are Dragon Ball Z characters. This is mostly around the Namek, and then I guess Android Saga, Cell Saga. So it was all in between there. That's all characters from that, and it's surprising we haven't gotten any of those, especially the Ginyu Force. You know, everybody would buy those. In Perfect Cell, everybody would buy that. Same with both forms of Frieza. Even Frieza's first form would be pretty cool. And I know a lot of people will buy the King Cold as well. So really surprising we haven't gotten none of those figures yet. No prototypes of any of them or anything like that. And it's pretty disappointing. All right, so now moving on to the main list of figures that I see people constantly requesting or saying that they want made in this line. We're going to start it off big here, which I feel like we're going to see a prototype any day now. I think Tamashii Nations is doing like a Dragon Ball Z event, worldwide event, and I think it's starting off in San Diego. I don't know if it's San Diego Comic-Con or it's just starting off in San Diego, and supposedly they're going to be going to New York as well, and I will be attending that event so I can make videos for you guys. But the first one here is the Ultra Instinct Goku. I want that one, even though it's another Goku. Everybody's been wanting that form of Goku in the SH Figuarts line, and I know they're going to be making him. We're going to see the prototype really soon, because it's a no-brainer that they make that Goku figure, you know. So I know they're going to be making that. I'd rather get the all silver hair first, but I feel like they might give us the one with the all, like they'll give us the figure with the all silver interchangeable head, and then the other one where he was still, when he first went into it, when he just had like the outline silver on his hair and the tips of his hair with silver. I feel like we'll get both interchangeable heads with that Ultra Instinct Goku figure. So that is one right there, and that is a more recent one. So that's another reason why I feel like it's going to be getting released very, very soon. And it's Goku. They love making Goku figures. He's the main guy, you know what I mean? They're always going to make a couple Gokus every single year, and I feel like Ultra Instinct Goku is going to release most likely by the end of the year or the beginning of next year. So that's one. Another Dragon Ball Super character, but it's the future Trunks version, where randomly they made his hair blue this time instead of like that purplish white color. I don't know why Toriyama or whoever thought of that did that, but it actually looked pretty cool, having his hair a different color, matching more of Bulma's, you know what I mean? So I guess I see why they did do it, so his hair more matched Bulma's, you know. But that is a figure I would love for them to make. I know a lot of people would love for them to make the Dragon Ball Super version of Future Trunks as well, because everybody loves Future Trunks. He's so much better than the kid Trunks and how Trunks is right now currently as a kid. So hopefully we do see that one very soon. I do see them making that soon too, because they pretty much just updated that body mold with the Time Patroller from the Xenoverse 2 game figure. So I don't see why they won't make that Trunks pretty soon, because they already pretty much have the body mold ready, you know. They just gotta recolor the regular Future Trunks hair and then add a couple pieces of hair sticking out, add like a scarf or something on him, and that's pretty much it, and just repaint it differently. So I can see them doing that one very, very soon. But that is another one that a ton of people have been asking for, including myself. Now, one right here, this is something we desperately need, and a lot of people have been asking for this one as well, and it is an updated 2.0 Piccolo. Piccolo was the first figure that they ever made in the line, and Goku's got an updated body mold. Even the 11-year-old Gohan, if I say teen Gohan, people are going to be like, he's not a teen. The Cell Saga Gohan, that's what I pretty much call him. But they both got updated body molds. How come Piccolo hasn't yet? Piccolo's one of the most popular fan favorite characters in the whole Dragon Ball universe. So I'm surprised we haven't even gotten a prototype of a 2.0 Piccolo. I feel like that's something they will be making very soon though, because the more stuff is in demand, the more of a chance we have of them making it. So that was another one. And then another one right here, Raddatz. Raddatz is one people have been asking for years now. Pretty much as long as they've been asking for a Nappa, they've been asking for a Raddatz as well. And it would make sense for them to make Raddatz real soon, since they just did the 2.0 Scouter Vegeta and the Nappa. So it's kind of weird that they haven't made Raddatz yet. I feel like he's not going to be the best figure though, and very back heavy because of his hair. It's going to be similar to Super Saiyan 3. But Raddatz is a figure we definitely need in the line, because he started it off as the villain in Dragon Ball Z. So we'd definitely love to see Raddatz, but I feel like we're going to be waiting a while for Raddatz. Another one here, this one I see all the time, and how I'm listing them off, there's no specific order. I'm just naming figures, so there's no order that I'm doing it in. Forgot to mention that. But the next one here, I constantly see this all the damn time, and it's Gogeta. Personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of fusion. It's cool and all, but I don't like when people are like borrowing powers, or they steal someone's body like what Baby did in GT. I'm not a fan of villains doing that. Even like when the heroes do it with fusion, I'm not really that big of a fan of it. But yeah, it is cool to see how much powerful they get, and it was cool seeing them as Vegeta kicking the crap out of Majin Buu. But a Gogeta would be dope. It would be very cool if they did make a Gogeta, and if they did, they would have to make Ginetta. So that's two figures they can make back to back right there. But I always see people saying how much they want them to make a Gogeta, and it is kind of surprising that they haven't yet. I feel like he is one of the most popular characters that have been in demand for years now. Alright, so let's move on to a Dragon Ball Super character. Oh no, actually Dragon Ball Z, sorry. And it is a form of Buu, which is Kid Buu. I feel like this was the best version of Buu, the most badass version of Buu, the most psychopath version of Buu. And it's a smaller figure, so it'd be around like what the Cell Saga Gohan size, about, maybe a little bit smaller, but a Kid Buu would be so awesome in this line. I would have rather them made Kid Buu instead of the Fat Majin Buu. That was the first Buu I wanted them to make, but I know a lot of people really want this version of Buu to be made, the Kid Buu version. I know a lot of people want the other versions as well, when Buu was fighting Gotenks and Piccolo was kind of like training and yelling at him when he was messing up. But yeah, that's another one there. And then now moving on to Super. Hit. Why haven't we gotten Hit yet? I thought he was going to be next for the Dragon Ball Super line, but we actually got the Goku Plaque next, and I should have my Goku Plaque. I'm really hoping by tomorrow, because it's kind of ridiculous how long it's taking for me to get it from Anime Export with the post office. Usually with Ami, I use DHL and I have it within 2 days from Japan, which is some of the best shipping I've ever experienced. So I should have my Goku Plaque very soon, either tomorrow. If I don't have it by tomorrow, I would definitely have it by Monday. And my review will be up pretty quick after I get that figure. But it's weird that we haven't gotten Hit yet. That's a lot of people's favorite character from Super, like one of the newer characters that's become a lot of people's favorite, including myself. Hit is one of my favorite characters from Super, so I'm surprised they haven't even announced or showed a prototype of that figure yet, but he is extremely high in demand. So like I said, it is kind of shocking that they haven't made Hit yet. And then another one which is more recent, like the Ultra Instinct Goku, as you can probably tell, is who he was fighting, which is Jiren. And I could see them making Jiren very soon as well, since it's more recent, just like how I feel like they're going to be making Ultra Instinct Goku really soon. I feel like Jiren is going to be right behind Ultra Instinct Goku, and he'll probably release the month after Ultra Instinct Goku. And it'd be awesome to have Jiren in the line, because he's wasn't really spoilers, I guess. He wasn't really, I guess, a villain technically. Kind of was, but wasn't, you know what I mean? But he was kind of like the big, he was the biggest threat. That's the word I was looking for. He was Goku's biggest threat, and the whole universe's 7 biggest threats. So I definitely could see Jiren being made very soon, and I feel like that's going to be a really cool figure. Now these top 3 here, to me, I'm just stumped and clueless as to why we haven't gotten any of these damn figures yet. And starting it off with Dragon Ball GT, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, and Gogeta. These are 3 figures I constantly see people saying, when the hell are they going to be making them? I really want them to make these figures. I always see it on Instagram, on my YouTube page, on other people's, my YouTube channel, on other people's YouTube channels, other figure reviewers. I see it on Facebook all the time. Where the hell are these characters? They did show a great prototype of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They showed an older mold, and then they showed like an updated like 2.0 mold, and we all thought we were going to get it since they did the 2.0 mold, but it just disappeared off the face of the damn planet. Where the hell is that Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Why haven't they made it yet? Same with the Vegeta, and then after they make those two, they can make Gogeta. So it's just like, what's going on with Tamashii Nations? I feel like they're kind of making figures that they want to make sometimes, then other times they give us figures that we've been constantly requesting and asking for, high in demand figures. So I'm just stumped as to why we haven't gotten any of those Super Saiyan 4 versions of those characters. Then the next one here is a movie villain, and it's kind of shocking that they haven't made this figure either. I mean, Broly sold extremely well. Why haven't we gotten Cooler? Frieza, to me, is the biggest and I'd say the most main villain in Dragon Ball Z. When you ask who's the villain of Dragon Ball Z, I feel like Frieza is the first thing that pops into your mind. And it's Cooler is Frieza's brother, and those 2 movies were awesome. They were some of the better DBZ movies, and I'm just surprised that we haven't gotten Cooler yet. I would rather get either like the final form Cooler or the final form Cooler when he got a little bit bigger and he had that badass looking mask. I'd rather them make that version of Cooler besides making the one where he looks like the final form Frieza. I wouldn't mind that one either. I know a lot of people would like the Meta Cooler as well. Personally, I didn't really like the whole Meta Cooler thing. That movie I didn't like as much as the first one. I thought that one was much better, the first one. I think it was Revenge. Of Cooler? Yeah, that was the first one. Then Return of Cooler was the second one. So, shocked that they haven't made a Cooler yet. And Turles as well as another one. It's just, why haven't they made more movie villains or movie characters? You know what I mean? That just surprises me. And this last one, as most of you can probably tell, is another character from a movie, well, TV special. He had 2 different TV specials, and it is Goku's father, which is Bardock. Why the hell haven't we gotten Bardock yet? This one really stumps the hell out of me. Bardock is one of the most popular characters, hands down, from Dragon Ball Z. I know that for a fact. Whenever a figure is made of him, I remember the Bandai hybrid Dragon Ball Z figures. And Broly and Bardock, I think, were the most 2 expensive after they made those figures. And now with the Shoto DBZ figures, these are 3 3/4 inch DBZ figures. With the Shoto ones, the powered down Bardock is going for crazy money right now, and they just made the Super Saiyan one, so his price hasn't went up as of yet. But I mean, every time a Bardock figure, or even a statue, the sculpture statue, I remember seeing that in FYE, and I should have bought it. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks. Now it's over 100 bucks now, or somewhere around 100 bucks. So every time they make some sort of Bardock product, the price skyrockets. It just, I don't get why they haven't made a damn Bardock yet. I know he's a lot of people's favorite character through the whole Dragon Ball universe, and it's just shocking to me that they haven't made a Bardock yet. I feel like he's one of the most, he's a character that's extremely high in demand, but I feel like Tamashii Nations is kind of ignoring making him, even though they have all the parts to easily make the figure. And they still don't make it. Same with like the Dragon Ball Super Trunks. They have the parts to make it, but they just haven't made the figure yet. With Bardock, all they have to do is combine, I think, about 3 figures, and bam, you have Bardock. You just have to add on his wristbands, and then his leg warmers, and the headband piece that he tied on when it got all bloody from his friend's blood. That's all they pretty much have to do, and bam, they have a Bardock. Simple as that. Just add his color scheme on, and there you go. Why haven't we gotten Bardock yet? I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? So these are figures I've seen requested the most from social media and everything, including my YouTube channel, other YouTubers' YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. And it's just, a lot of them are just, it's surprising that none of them have been made so far. A lot of them, I understand, are some super characters, and they're more recent. So I understand those haven't been made yet, but there's some characters in there that are long overdue for a damn SH Figuarts figure, or at least a 2.0 version like Piccolo. But I mean, like, come on, Tamashii Nations, what are you doing? I'm praying and hoping we see a damn prototype of Bardock and get a release date, and then he finally freaking releases at least by next year or the end of the year, because it's just getting ridiculous for Bardock and a lot of these characters. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, Cooler, Kid Buu. People constantly request Gogeta, Raddatz as well, 2.0 Piccolo, and just, it's just insane, man. I don't understand why a lot of these characters haven't been made in the line yet, and they just keep giving us a lot of different versions of certain characters, which I don't mind, but come on, man, you gotta start giving us characters that we are requesting and want in this damn line. Bardock, 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 Bardock. Sorry, I just kind of spazzed out right there, but but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I plan on doing one with the SH Figuarts Naruto line, and then I plan on doing a video of figures that I think might be releasing within this year or by next year with the DBZ line or Dragon Ball line, and the SH Figuarts Naruto line as well. Let me know in the comments below what figures you've been dying for them to make, or which figures you're surprised that they haven't made yet in the DBZ line. And if you guys have any questions for a Q&A, feel free to comment it in the comments below, because I plan on doing a Q&A video very soon. I think it'll be part 5, because my part 4 Q&A really didn't have many questions on it. So feel free to ask me whatever questions you want, and I will be making a Q&A video in the upcoming days. And I think I'm going to make a I'm going to do like a little test video. I plan on getting it's called an Elgato, which is what shows like gameplay on the entire screen. I'm just going to put my camera in front of my TV and just do gameplay and talk why I'm playing it, but I'm gonna see how that video works out. But I plan on getting the Elgato so you guys could see it on the entire screen, like how most gamers, YouTube gamers channels are. So just wanted to let you guys know that, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Make it damn Bardock, Tamashii Nations.